you could jump just like that constantly forever and ever. Well, today I'm all about how to build a double. Probably not that big. We're gonna start off small. Let's go over there. Yes, doubles. Like this one right here, slightly stepped up. That's massive. It takes time to build such a jump like that big. All right, today, I'm gonna show you how to build a basic jump, basic double with a gap in the middle, a gap jump. Well, this bit of dirt right here is a sorry state of affairs. This was an old jump. So it's a perfect place to show you how to build a basic double jump with a gap in the middle. First off is location. You don't want to just be going into the woodlands and breaking up all the dirt and digging big holes and some ugly monstrosities in there that will get you told off and all of it shut down. Make sure you got somewhere where you've got permission or you're allowed to dig. Like over here, this is my favorite spot in the whole world. This spot has been here for years, donkey's years, since the 90s. Now I've been coming up here and digging endless amount of hours. I can't even explain how many hours I've dug, but I'm allowed to dig here. So location is key. Tools. The only tool you need is a spade, just like this one right here. This is gonna shift tons and tons of dirt and create happiness. Now, where are you gonna start when it comes to building a gap jump? Well, I recommend that you start with the landing. Why? Because it's the biggest pile of dirt that you're gonna be building up. It's the most dirt you're gonna be shifting as well. If it gets wrong, you can't move that because it's the most, but you can move the lip. So I'm gonna start with the landing first. So what makes a good landing? Well, a wide landing, and it's all about the structure. You gotta start off from the bottom. You don't wanna think about the top before you've started building the bottom. And when you're building a landing, it's a bit like a pyramid or a triangle, just like this. You want to have a wide base, and then you taper it up to the top, and it gets a little bit narrower. Basically, it's going to keep its structure, because if you build straight sides, it's just going to crumble away, because dirt, well, it's not a glue, is it? It's crumbly. Yes, wide landing. What you want to do is point out where you want your landing to go. Now, moving the dirt out just like this is basically giving it a good footprint, a good base as well for the landing. As you can see, I'm not building 90-degree wall. I'm building it, don't quote me on this, but about 45 degrees at an angle. Another key thing is when you're stacking dirt, you've got to make sure it's compact constantly, because if it's not, it'll just shrink down every time you land on it. So you pile up, you pat it down. You pile up, you pat it down. Just so you get a nice solid structure to that landing. If you want your jump to last, strength is key. The next key to take into consideration is where the direction your jump is going. If your trail is right in front of you like this, and you're starting to dig the back of the jump, if you dig too much over here, the back of the landing is going to be all bent. It's going to look like a hip. So what you want to do is have the back of your landing perpendicular with where you are coming from. And the side of your jump, you want to have it parallel with where you're coming from. So that needs to be the same line as where you're coming in. When you're building the back of your landing, you want to constantly be stacking and shaping, patting it in, because if you just pile it up and then shape it at the end, you'll just have a big pile of dirt at the bottom. Might as well do it now. Key tip when patting, you don't want to be, especially with some terrain, if it's clay and you just pat, it'll just stick to the back of your spade. I'm pretty grateful I have this great sand stuff that's just perfect to be digging with. Just pat, slide, pat, slide. Plus it gives you a nice finish. Right, I do this, especially when I'm building humongous jumps by hand and I haven't got enough dirt, and to cut down the time, I do find old logs. Not super rotten ones, some quite sturdy ones. And I place them in there, but deep inside of the structure, not just like poking out the side, because that's dangerous. You don't want anything hard sticking up, especially where you're gonna land. It's not safe. If you crash, you hurt yourself. Also, please do not put any metal in jumps. That's just stupid, silly. Why would you want to put metal where you land? Disgusting. So what I'm going to do is speed up the process. I'm going to put some logs in there, in the middle of the structure, and then cover it up with dirt. Probably like 1.5 to 2 foot of dirt on top of some logs, because that's safe. I'm just going to cut down some time too. Just go find some logs. It's not rotten. This one's heavy. Right, it's also key to make sure they're level. You don't want to be sticking up like this. That means you're going to have to fill it up way above that. You just make sure it's level. It's not hard. Just level out the ground, place them flat down. Right, let's get these covered up. When you're scavenging for dirt to put on your landing or your takeoff, don't go digging a big ass hole right near your landing, because if you crash, you're going to fall in your hole. Yeah? The best way to do it is to scrape the dirt. So you're not digging, you're scraping the dirt. You're basically crafting away, you're digging, you're cultivating it. You're not going down, you're not mining, you're cultivating. You're like scraping, scavenging, bring it all together and then dumping it. It's a good time to reflect. You're digging in solitude, nature around you, thinking about what are you going to do on this jump. Think of nothing. Just get rid of stress. Dig in. Oh, this is hard work. Like the Great Pyramids of Giza, they took time to build. The landings definitely take the longest to build. But look how much dirt I've done, and I haven't dug one hole yet. I'm scraping. Oh, get in there. I think that's high enough. Oh man, I'm getting a bit carried away here. I'm gonna stand back. Look at it. That looks a bit too high. Shuffle it out and make it a little bit lower. I've been standing on it, so it's solid. It's just a little bit more work on the landing, then we're done on the landing. I've been building for years and years. I've failed on some jumps. Just comes with experience, time and time, with spade in hand, experimenting on how a jump works. And when you get to it, you're like, oh, I know what to do. I'm going to build a jump. I'm going to be at this high. That means my lip needs to be this. The gap needs to be this. And I need to hit it with this much speed. It's like a chemical formula. One bit too much and kaboom. It all goes wrong. So one little tip when building a side of a landing or a takeoff is when you're patting the side, jump down as well. So you're basically pushing pressure on both sides. So you like push down and tapping, just condensing it, making it solid. Listen to that, it's pretty solid now. The best way to shape the landing is just walk up and down and add some dirt where there's some low spots, cut some dirt away where there's some high spots. Best way to do it, just push down and walk down, close steps. Done. Let's go to the takeoff. Pretty happy with that. Bit of love up here. That looks good. I like it. Sides looks good. Landing is sick. Good for landing on. You're probably thinking, how and where am I gonna put this takeoff? How do I judge the size of jump I wanna build? Well, this comes with trial and error, but I've got this cool formula. You can do bike's length. My spade's pretty much nearly my bike's length. You put it on top of the landing and you leave it out like this. Now you can see to here, that's quite a big gap. It's biking a bit, but I don't want to make such a big gap, but I don't want to make such a small gap because I've got quite a lot of speed coming in. So I'm going to make it a bike and a half's length gap, which I think is pretty good. It's pretty easy. Now, when it comes to the takeoff, what sort of jump do you want? Do you want a normal double where the takeoff is the same height as the landing? Or do you want a step up where the landing is way higher or a little bit higher than the takeoff? So what's the difference between a step up and a normal double? Or a normal double where the takeoff and the landing are the same. It's a bit like trails. You're going up, but you're going to come back down to the same height as where you've took off from, which gives you more height, gives you more loft, more time in the air. The step up was great for learning tricks on. Why? Because you're stepping up onto the landing. Still getting a lot of air, but when a trick goes wrong, the consequences are low because you're going to be landing a little bit higher up. You're not landing down, you're landing up there, step up. There you go. That's what I want to build here. Just gonna double check. It's always key to keep an eye on where you're digging. You could be digging in the totally wrong direction. It's the first time I've looked at it. It's alright. It's kind of central. That's my center line, I can see. A little bit more dirt there on the right, a little on the left. I've got so much dirt down here that I can scrape and steepen up that lip, put some on top, then pat it. Right, it's hard work digging. So you and your tool, your spade, have to be one. You need to know how to use your spade. Now, I'm probably teaching some of you to suck eggs, but some of those that don't know how to use a spade or dig properly, well, it comes with time and practice, time with the spade in your hand. Now, when it comes to shaping a lip, this is the most crucial time, is when you're shaping. So the best way to shape a lip is when you're digging down. Now, you can hold the spade quite low, but you want to hold it in the center of the spade. If you've got a long handle just like this one, if you've got one with a handle like that, hold the handle, but hold further down. You want to be pushing down, just like this. And that is going to give you a nice transition. You keep doing it, don't dig away too much at once. Dig away a little bit by little bit by little bit. Step back, look at it, look at the side, look at the shape, see if it's good. Now the other way, as I've seen, is people going up. They're digging up like this. Why is that not a good way? Well, because when you're driving into the lip. You know, the only way you want to go up is if you go low. But that's so super uncomfortable. That's why, if you're doing this, watch this. This is an example. I'm going to be shaping up the lip. I'm digging straight into the lip, leaving a big hole, just like that. Whereas, if I'm going down, I'm always forcing it to come up, scooping it, like a dog digging in the dirt. I'm scooping it. You just angle your spade a little bit to get the perfect shape you want. To stand on the side, either way, look at that. You can adjust the pitch of your takeoff. Getting there. It's a little bit mellow, but I think that's all right. There's no horrible step in it. You don't want to step because it'll just feel like you're going gunk. You don't want to go flat and then a step and then the kicker. You want to have a nice gradual curve to it. Bit more digging there. Bit more digging there. getting dark and we're still out here digging away. Well, I'm out here digging away all on my own. Camsy man, he's just snapping up the gold and I'm building up the gold. We're nearly there. This is like the final stages. You gotta make sure this lip is hard, rock solid, because your tires are gonna dig in and all your hard work is gonna get destroyed, but which is fine because you've built it to have fun on, and destroying it is part of the fun. That looks good. A little bit more digging of dirt out the bottom, a bit more patting, roll up and down on my bike, look at it, and then we can test run it, the virgin hit. I'm looking forward to that bit. Put down the spade, hands are killing. Good for arm pump though. See what I'm doing? I'm digging down, not up. I don't want to be digging any holes into my lip because I'll just be terrible. Terrible. Oh, there you go. I'm done. Ah! Ta-da! Little gap double. Takeoff landing, slightly stepped up with a bike's length in the middle. Now to get my bike and just have a little roll up and down just to familiarize myself with what the takeoff feels. It's a good tip. Rolling up and down a takeoff, you get to feel if it's a nice transition. You can go in and see it's a bit steep, then you're like, right, okay, it's just steep. Or you can go up and go, it's a bit mellow. That's good, that's fine. And you can feel if there's any bumps in there as well, if just rolling up and down. By looking at it, there's no lumps and bumps. I think I'm just gonna roll, fakie out. Yes, fakie out, because Blakey can fakie. And then hit it. Hey! I'm super excited. Super excited. Oh, do it again. Oh, do it again. That feels good. Blakey can fakie. Yes, I've been practicing. Right, let's hit it. Confidence is key when you're hitting the jump for the first time. It is key, confidence. You spent all that time digging it. I'm confident, watch this. Confidence. Oh. Whoa! It works. All my hard work's paid for, done. Now, it's a little bit soft, obviously, because I've just built it, and the sand is soft. But the more and more I ride it, the harder and harder it's gonna get. So let's just do that. Let's just ride it loads and have fun. Oh man, I love jumping. It's the best feeling in the whole world, getting up in the air. And I'm sorry if you can't do it, but hopefully this video can help you build a jump, a gap jump just like this, to build that confidence, help you get up into the air. I love it, but I'm done in digging all day on this. Oh, it's tiring, not gonna lie. Hopefully this has helped you out, inspired you to get out there and do it. If you want to see some more videos just like this one, don't forget to hit the globe to subscribe because you're missing out on some rad stuff. If you want to continue to binge watch GMBN, there's 2 videos on the screen over on the left there. Click them. One of them is a beginner jump, how to build that. Also, the other one is beginner skills. If you need some skill training, click them too. Give us a thumbs up, like if you love jumping, and I'll see you next time. See ya.